The alarm didn't go off, and that was the beginning of something I hadn't planned but clearly needed. The light came in at an angle through the curtain, and the whole room felt like something that succeeded. Without trying, without anyone deciding, it was just the morning doing what it does. And I lay there for a minute past the waking, in the warmth of everything that simply was. Perfect slow morning, take your time with me. Let the coffee breathe before I drink it. Let the light move slow across the floor, the way it does when nobody is rushing it. Perfect slow morning, you arrived without my asking, and you gave me back something I forgot. That a day begun in softness and in stillness carries something through that hurry cannot. I made the eggs the long way with the butter, low heat and patience, neither one rushed through. The bread went in and came out golden perfect, and I ate beside the window with a view of nothing more than the neighbor's open morning. Its branches catching light between the leaves, and I sat there like a man who had been given more than he deserved and chose to receive. There are mornings built for speed and forward motion, for the coffee in the car and the packed bag. But the perfect slow morning has a different architecture, built from what you have, not what you lack. From the time you didn't spend on the device, from the meal you cooked without a reason to be fast, from the window and the oak and the unhurried breathing, and the quiet understanding that the good things last. Perfect slow morning, take your time with me. Let the coffee breathe before I drink it. Let the light move slow across the floor, the way it does when nobody is rushing in. Perfect slow morning, you arrived without my asking, and you gave me back something I forgot. That a day begun in softness and in stillness carries something through that hurry cannot. Something shifted overnight between the sleeping and the waking, when the room was pale and new. I don't know if it was rest or just the season, but I opened both my eyes to something true. The ceiling had that quality of mornings that arrive without the weight of yesterday, and the body felt like it had been returned to from wherever we go when we're away. Good light coming through the east side window, the kind that doesn't ask you to explain, the kind that lands on everything it touches and makes the ordinary look like it could sing. Good light coming through, and I am ready for whatever this particular day intends. Good light coming through is how it always starts, the mornings that become the ones you still defend. I stretched before I stood, that was different. Usually the floor arrives before the thought, but today I gave my body its full minute and found the slow beginning that I sought. The kettle filled the kitchen with its breathing, and I leaned against the counter in the glow and watched the light advance across the table, the way it does when there is nowhere left to go. Good energy is not a thing you manufacture. It doesn't come from forcing or from will. It comes from mornings given room to open, from bodies rested and from minds gone still, from light that enters at the proper angle, from coffee made with both hands and no clock, from the choice to meet the day without your armor and trust the morning to hold up the block. Good light coming through the east side window, the kind that doesn't ask you to explain, the kind that lands on everything it touches and makes the ordinary look like it could sing. Good light coming through, and I am ready for whatever this particular day intends. Good light coming through is how it always starts, the mornings that become the ones you still defend. Morning has no corners worth avoiding, no sharp edges in the light or in the air. The dog is stretched across the kitchen doorway with the satisfied conviction of being there. I step around him gently with the kettle, and he opens one eye just to check and close. And everything about this unremarkable Tuesday is exactly what a good day needs to be and knows. Unhurried and warm, this is the frequency I come back to when the week has been too fast, when the noise is built to something past the useful, and I need the kind of morning that will last. Unhurried and warm, not because I earned it, not because the calendar agreed, just because the morning offered and I took it. And that is all the reason that I need. The toast comes out the color of a good thing. I spread the butter while the bread still breathes, and sit beside the window where the sparrow has been working at the feeder since the freeze. 2 cups in and nothing needs deciding. The inbox and the list can hold their ground, because unhurried and warm is its own answer to the question the whole week keeps asking around. Comfort is not weakness and it isn't hiding. It's the ground from which the good work grows. You cannot run the long road without resting, cannot give the warmth you never chose. And so I take the slow morning without apology. I take the second cup and the unhurried seed, and I return to the day a little more like someone worth the effort of the people that I meet. Unhurried and warm, this is the frequency I come back to when the week has been too fast, when the noise is built to something past the useful, And I need the kind of morning that will last, unhurried and warm. Not because I earned it, not because the calendar agreed, just because the morning offered and I took it. And that is all the reason that I need.
I take my coffee to the porch before the neighbors have opened up their doors or checked their phones. The street is still deciding what it wants to be, and the yard holds all its silence like it owns. The hydrangeas along the fence are heavy with dew that caught the overnight and stayed. And I sit down in the old chair that knows my weight and let the morning be the thing it made. The porch before the day begins is sacred, and the way that ordinary things get sacred when you stay. When you don't move through them, but let them move through you, and give the good light room enough to say, whatever the good light has been meaning, in all the mornings you were somewhere else. The porch before the day begins is waiting to give you back a little of yourself. A mockingbird runs through its full repertoire, somewhere in the oak beyond the fence. And I don't know where it learned the things it's singing, but it sings them with complete and total sense. The coffee is exactly at the temperature where it gives without demanding anything back. And the morning air is just enough of cool left to make the warmth inside the cup a fact. I built this habit slow across a winter, one early morning, then another, then a third, until the porch became the place the day made sense from, until the chair became a place I could be heard by no one in particular but myself. In the quiet before the rolls and the requests, and the porch before the day begins reminds me that the man beneath the doing is the best. The porch before the day begins is sacred, in the way that ordinary things get sacred when you stay. When you don't move through them, but let them move through you, and give the good light room enough to say, whatever the good light has been meaning, in all the mornings you were somewhere else. The porch before the day begins is waiting to give you back a little of yourself. house is quiet and the kitchen is mine this morning. No one to feed but myself, and that is fine. I take the pan down from the hook above the stove and give the whole endeavor a little extra time. 2 eggs, a strip, or something from the back
of the fridge, the good bread that I bought on Thursday last, and I cook it all with more attention than it needs, because the slow breakfast is the one that tends to last. Slow breakfast for one is not a consolation, it's a choice I made before the morning spoke, to treat the simple meal like it deserves the effort, to be the kind of person who takes time to cook. Slow breakfast for one, the pan, the egg, the window, the coffee going strong beside the stove. This is comfort in its most uncomplicated version, and I eat it like it matters, because it does. I set the table even though it's just for me, the placemat and the fork placed on the left, and there's a dignity in doing it completely, in not collapsing all the ritual to theft of the moment from itself, by cutting corners, by standing at the counter eating fast. The slow breakfast for one demands the table and everything about the meal to last. Somewhere I learned that eating alone was lesser, that the table needed company to count. But the slow breakfast for one has been correcting that particular and unnecessary doubt, because the self is company enough some mornings, and the meal deserves your full and present eye. And the comfort of a slow and solo breakfast is one of the more honest forms of being alive. Slow breakfast for one is not a consolation, it's a choice I made before the morning spoke, to treat the simple meal like it deserves the effort, to be the kind of person who takes time to cook. Slow breakfast for one, the pan, the egg, the window, the coffee going strong beside the stove. This is comfort in its most uncomplicated version, and I eat it like it matters, because it does. Drove out past the edge of the familiar, just to see what the road looked like with no plan. Turned off the GPS and let the morning take me somewhere it had already began. The fields on either side were full of something, green and patient and indifferent to the clock. And I rolled the window down at 40 miles and let the cool air do its talk. Morning with no destination, this is freedom, not the kind that costs a ticket or a flight, but the kind that lives inside a Wednesday when you choose the open road instead of right. Morning with no destination, no arrival, no one waiting at the other end to meet, just the road and the radio and the good life and the particular joy of driving without need. I stopped at a diner in a town I'd never entered, the kind with spinning stools and laminate. The coffee came before I asked waitress called me hon and filled my plate. I sat there at the counter like a local, reading nothing, listening to everything. The cook was whistling something from another decade, and the ceiling fan was doing its slow thing. There's a version of good energy that's quiet, that doesn't come from plans fulfilled or tasks complete. It comes from the morning given to no purpose, from the road that took you somewhere you didn't need, and the diner in the town without a reason, and the coffee that arrived before you asked. Morning with no destination is the teacher of everything the scheduled life walked past. Morning with no destination, this is freedom, not the kind that costs a ticket or a flight, but the kind that lives inside a Wednesday when you choose the open road instead of right. Morning with no destination, no arrival, no one waiting at the other end to meet, just the road and the radio and the good light and the particular joy of driving without me.
The sweater on the hook beside the bedroom door has been there since the first week of October. It's the one I reach for without thinking, the one that makes the morning feel like it's in order. It's worn at both the elbows and it doesn't matter. It fits the way that only time can make things fit, and pulling it on over yesterday's t-shirt is how the slow morning usually begins. The sweater and the second cup, this is the ritual nobody invented, but that everybody knows. The first cup gets you upright, and the sweater gets you warm, and the second cup is where the morning finally goes into something you can hold without the hurry, into something that belongs to no one's list. The sweater and the second cup on a slow morning is a kind of happiness too simple to resist. The second cup is always made with less precision. The measuring goes loose and that is fine, because the second cup was never meant for function. It was meant for the unhurried and the kind. The kitchen fills with a particular morning of coffee and of something in the oven low, and I stand there in my sweater being no one, just a person in a kitchen letting go. Comfort doesn't need a complicated argument. It doesn't need defending or a reason to exist. The sweater knows your shape from years of wearing. The second cup knows where your morning went, and together they make something worth the keeping, worth the slow and ordinary Monday that it is. The sweater and the second cup are not ambition, but they're half of what it means to live like this. The sweater and the second cup, this is the ritual nobody invented, but that everybody knows. The first cup gets you upright, and the sweater gets you warm. And the second cup is where the morning finally goes into something you can hold without the hurry, into something that belongs to no one's list. The sweater and the second cup on a slow morning is a kind of happiness too simple to resist. Nothing dramatic happened in the morning, no revelation and no grand design. The coffee was the same as every other, the window held the same familiar line. But something in the quiet felt intentional, like the day had chosen softness on purpose. And I walked from room to room without an agenda, and found that nothing needed to be nervous. Everything is quiet, and that is enough. Not every morning needs to be a statement. Sometimes the best thing is the absence of the rough, the absence of the urgent and the weight. Everything is quiet and the light moves slow, and the house holds everything it's supposed to hold. And I am here and breathing, and that is enough, more than enough, when everything is told. The plants along the sill are doing fine. I watered them on Thursday and they've held. The one in the blue pot put out a new leaf quietly and without needing to be spelled. And I notice it the way you notice quiet things, when you're not moving through the room too fast. And the new leaf and the quiet and the morning together make a moment built to last. Good energy is not always loud or forward. Sometimes it arrives as simply not being wrong, as the morning where the mind sits in its own house and finds the rooms are warm and the structure strong. And everything is quiet, is its own abundance, when you've known the weeks that weren't this way. Everything is quiet, and that is enough. Today is how the best recoveries begin to say. Everything is quiet, and that is enough. Not every morning needs to be a statement. Sometimes the best thing is the absence of the rough, the absence of the urgent and the weight. Everything is quiet and the light moves slow, and the house holds everything it's supposed to hold. And I am here and breathing, and that is enough, more than enough, when everything is told. The window has been closed since February, and this morning I pulled it open wide. And June came in with both hands full of something green and warm and slightly honeyed inside.
The curtain moved the way curtains move in summer, with the laziness that only warm air makes. And the whole room smelled like cut grass and beginning, like a door opened after a long wait. Open window, early June, come find me at the desk where I've been sitting far too still. Bring the neighborhood and the lawn more distance. Bring the cardinal on the fence and the warm spill of everything the season has been holding since the last time I remembered how to feel. Open window, early June, you are the signal that the slow and comfortable morning is real. The coffee tastes different near an open window. The air changes what the nose receives. And I sit here with the cup and the warm morning and listen to the language in the leaves. A child somewhere is already in a yard doing whatever children do in June. And the sound of it comes through the open window like the most uncomplicated kind of tune. I forget each winter what the open window gives until June comes and opens it again. And suddenly the house is part of something larger than its walls and it's contained. The open window, early June, is not just weather. It is the world reminding you it's there. And the slow morning gains a whole new quality when the outside finally gets to share the air. Open window, early June, come find me at the desk where I've been sitting far too still. Bring the neighborhood and the lawn more distance. Bring the cardinal on the fence and the warm spill of everything the season has been holding since the last time I remembered how to feel. Open window, early June, you are the signal that the slow and comfortable morning is real. I didn't need to go anywhere this morning, but I put my shoes on anyway and went. The long way around the block takes 12 more minutes, and those 12 minutes are exactly what I meant. The roses on the corner house are opening 3 days ahead of where they were last week. And the old man with the terrier was out there doing what the old man and the terrier seek. The long way around the block, this is the medicine that costs nothing and asks only the shoes. 12 extra minutes in the open morning air before the day begins to have its views. The long way around the block returns me to something I keep forgetting that I own. that the neighborhood is full of small and living things, and the best way to find them is the long way home. Is the long way home. There's a fig tree in the yard on the sycamore that hangs its branches over the sidewalk low. And every summer I reach up without stopping and take one fig the way I've always known, and eat it walking, and the sweetness of it is different than any fig eaten still, because the walking gives it something extra, the way that earned things always tend to fill. Good energy on a slow morning isn't mystical. It's in the shoes put on and the door pulled shut, in the block extended by the quieter street, in the fig tree and the terrier and the cut of the morning light across a neighbor's garden, and the choice to take your time on the way back. The long way around the block is not a detour. It's the whole point of a morning on the track. The long way around the block, this is the medicine that costs nothing and asks only the shoes. 12 extra minutes in the open morning air before the day begins to have its views. The long way around the block returns me to something I keep forgetting that I own, that the neighborhood is full of small and living things, and the best way to find them is the long way home. The alarm didn't go off, and that was the beginning of something I hadn't planned but clearly needed. The light came in at an angle through the curtain, and the whole room felt like something that succeeded. Without trying, without anyone deciding, it was just the morning doing what it does. And I lay there for a minute past the waking, in the warmth of everything that simply was perfect slow morning. Take your time with me, let the coffee breathe before I drink it. Let the light move slow across the floor, the way it does when nobody is rushing it. Perfect slow morning, you arrived without my asking, and you gave me back something I forgot. That a day begun in softness and in stillness carries something through that hurry cannot. I made the eggs the long way with the butter, low heat and patience, neither one rushed through. The bread went in, came out golden perfect, and I ate beside the window with a view of nothing more than the neighbor's oak in morning, its branches catching light between the leaves. And I sat there like a man who had been given more than he deserved and chose to receive. There are mornings built for speed and forward motion, for the coffee in the car and the packed bag. But the perfect slow morning has a different architecture, built from what you have, not what you lack. From the time you didn't spend on the device, from the meal you cooked without a reason to be fast, from the window and the oak and the unhurried breathing and the quiet understanding that the good things last. Perfect slow morning, take your time with me, let the coffee breathe before I drink it. Let the light move slow across the floor, the way it does when nobody is rushing it. Perfect slow morning, you arrive without my asking, and you gave me back something I forgot. That a day begun in softness and in stillness carries something through that hurricane. Something shifted overnight between the sleeping and the waking when the room was pale and new. I don't know if it was rest or just the season, but I opened both my eyes to something true. The ceiling had that quality of mornings that arrive without the weight of yesterday, and the body felt like it had been returned to from wherever we go when we're away. Good light coming through the east side window, the kind that doesn't ask you to explain, the kind that lands on everything it touches and makes the ordinary look like it could sing. Good light coming through, and I am ready for whatever this particular day intends. Good light coming through is how it always starts, the mornings that become the ones you still defend. I stretched before I stood, and that was different. Usually the floor rise before the thought, but today I gave my body its full minute and found the slow beginning that I sought. The kettle filled the kitchen with its breathing, and I leaned against the counter in the glow and watched the light advance across the table, the way it does when there is nowhere left to go. Good energy is not a thing you manufacture. It doesn't come from forcing or from will. It comes from mornings given room to open, from bodies rested and from minds gone still, from light that enters at the proper angle, from coffee made with both hands and no clock, from the choice to meet the day without your armor and trust the morning to hold up the block. Good light coming through the east side window, the kind that doesn't ask you to explain, the kind that lands on everything it touches and makes the ordinary look like it could sing. Good light coming through, and I am ready for whatever this particular day intends. Good light coming through is how it always starts, the mornings that become the ones you still defend.